be a moment of silence for thinking of the people who have been affected by the massive hurricane out in Jamaica, and all of the people who are out suffering right now. The families that are hurting based on the snap cuts and being torn apart by ice, and just the entire state of our country. Let's have a brief moment of silence for everybody, guys.
This page. That's it, right? There's not a third.
Amen. Moving on to item number 3, which is the Pledge of Allegiance. I'd ask that you guys stand as you are able and put your hand on your heart and join me in stating the Pledge of Allegiance.
Where are we?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to the Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible. Thank you. All right, guys, we are now moving on to item number 4, which is approval of previous minutes. The minutes have been distributed via email. Everybody should have gotten that and already taken a look at that. At this time, are there any corrections to the content of the minutes?
Are you gonna do it or just wait?
Yes, sir, Mr. Chair.
Yes. Yes, sir.
I would like to make that the previous meeting minutes be amended to correct Alma Garcia's precinct chair number from 109 to 103.
Okay, that is changed from 109 to 103. At this time, those corrections are noted and will be reflected upon the official party minutes. Are there any other corrections to the content of the minutes?
Yeah, let's do it. Let me see, where am I?
Okay, having there be no other corrections, the minutes are hereby approved. Next, moving on to item number 5, Chair's Report. A couple of big things coming up, guys. November the 4th, which is tomorrow. Obviously, do not forget to go vote if you have not voted already.
Click it again.
There are a lot of constitutional amendments. We put some stuff up on our social media, basically showing what we think should be voted on and not. There's a video, and I know some of the other organizations around have put up some of their own stuff as well. So just do your research, guys. If you haven't already voted, please go out there and do so. The next will be November 8th, which is this coming Saturday. We will be having our Fighting Frenzy at Barrel House in Edinburgh. It will be from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Make sure everybody is invited. If you have not filed for your precinct chairs, candidates will be fighting that day. So we hope to see everybody there. The flyer has already been distributed. November 15th, the DCCC will be coming down here to South Texas for the first time pretty much ever. We partnered up with them, and they're going to be putting on a party summit at UTRGV. It's going to be a massive event, and we'll be sending out a flyer for that. If you can attend, it will be on the 15th. We'd love to see you there. We have a tentative food drive on November 16th. With details to follow, but we are going to be working with some of our partners around the community to raise food for some of these food banks and for some of the families that are really food insecure at this moment. And then we have December 8th will be Ballot Bash at Memorial Event Center. We will have a flyer to follow. But if y'all remember last year, that was basically where all of the candidates showed up with their teams. They dressed the area, and we do the pick for the ballot order. So that concludes Chair's report. So we can move on to item number 6, which is a Treasurer's report. I know that Kenna did send out written reports via email. They are available upon request. But Kenna, do you want to just give a quick breakdown?
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. We've gotten some money in, mostly through the Act Blue.
Get ready to raise your hand.
Way of donating. We've gotten a little bit of money from some of the people in Houston that you and Abraham and Amanda talked to, and
so you already see it.
So I look forward to getting more of those, either through Act Blue or through checks or whatever. We did spend some money on paper and toner and printer cartridges for the office. We had to change from Lone Star Bank to another bank, so we went ahead and went to IBC just for convenience. They are charging a service charge. That's what the bank analysis charge is. I called them today and said, what the heck is that? And they said, well, it's a service charge. Because this is a business account, so they're treating it like a business account. I asked about getting a little less expensive account, and they said, well, we've got this other little account that, organizations can get and all that, but you can't deposit more than $3,000 at a time. And I said, well, I guess that's not going to work for us because, with any luck, we're going to be getting some deposits that are more than $3,000 in one pop. So at least I'm looking forward to that. Other than that, we've got basically $2,913 in the operating account. We've also got our primary funds account. That is really determined by the Secretary of State. They tell us what we can put in, what we can take out, and they do the audit for it every election cycle. So that's pretty closely monitored by the Secretary of State. That's
Okay.
all. Do you have questions?
No, Kenna, thank you. And again, that report was submitted via email. However, if you want another copy or further explanation, please reach out to Kenna via email and she can provide that to you. So thank you, Kenna. Moving on to item number 7, which is committee reports. The following committees have filed reports, which are the fundraising, community engagement, finance, and bylaws. Those reports are emailed to you. And basically, I think it just showed that they nominated a chair and co-chair. And I think the community engagement is kind of already putting a plan together. But if you still want to be a part of those committees, I encourage you to reach out to the chair or co-chair, and they can let you know when the next meeting is. We are still pending reports and meetings from voter registration, the messaging, voter and CEC planning committee. So hopefully here in the next month or so, those can start up. So that concludes committee reports. Next to item number 8, which is new business. At this time, we don't have any new business, nothing to be voted on. So we'll move on to item number 9, which is community announcements. If there's anybody that has a community announcement, Laurel, I know that you have a very big announcement for the CEC, so you could get unmuted so that way you can share the good news. Laurel, can you unmute yourself? Okay, well, I guess she's having some issues unmuting herself, but basically, guys,
She can't.
Okay,
unmute
Richard.
oh, okay.
McAllen is in the running for the state Democratic Convention, either in 2028 or 2030. We are in there with Houston, Round Rock, and Fort Worth. McAllen has given an amazing incentive package, basically the convention center and their performing arts center free. Irma and I met with the visit McAllen, who are the tourist bureau, and we set up a host committee made up of a lot of officials and others. So if you're interested, just let me know.
Okay, thank you, Laurel. And I know, guys, that you guys have been getting the community snapshot from Skylar. So basically, in that snapshot, you'll see all of the events county-wide that are happening week to week. So Skylar, thank you so much for putting that together. But with no other major announcements, we move on to number 10, which is adjournment. And if I don't hear any adjournment, it is officially 6:46, and the fourth quarter CEC meeting has come to a close. I look forward to seeing you guys at the filing frenzy, and I look forward to seeing you hopefully at the DCCC training event, guys. Thank you. Have a great rest of the night.
Wow.
Okay. So he did not allow for any participation. He did not even follow Robert's rules and get an actual motion to adjourn. He did not allow for a vote to adjourn.
Yes.
He did not honor the hand raised, even though they put in the chat that if we wanted to be recognized, we had to raise our hand. And
He did not. I asked a question, right?
in the chat, Melissa asked a question in the chat and it was ignored. Melissa raised her hand a minimum of 5 times and they kept removing her hand raised because they have the ability to do that. And so she would put it up and then after just a few seconds, they would remove her hand. And so this CEC meeting also broke all of Robert's rules. It allowed for 0 participation. Once again, the precinct chairs, who are the governing body of the Hidalgo County Democratic Party, were kept from having any input or being able to participate in this meeting.
And this is how Richard Gonzalez has been working our meetings. He doesn't want participation. How are we going to get more than 46% of the vote out? And it's going lower and lower under his watch. And it's sad because we at presidential elections were over 58%. So more precinct chairs doesn't mean being more effective. More money doesn't mean being more effective. This is shameful. People who want to help are too busy fighting King Richard. It needs to stop, and we need help from the state, and they keep ignoring us. So maybe we need to send this to Kendall Scudder.